Okay, let's resume our journey. So I think last episode we figured out that um, Kesai Series was Ravel's daughter, or is Ravel's daughter. We were able to collect a handkerchief stained with her blood so that we can take it to the portal. But we still need to figure out how to unlock this key because Ravel specifically mentioned that we need to unlock her key. To find night hag Ravel puzzle. Lotha suggested that the next stage in my journey might be to journey to the civic questar where someone may be able to tell me more of Ravel Puzzlewell, whom Lothar believes stole my mortality from me. Lothar believes. Okay. So going back to the journal, let's check for Ravel. The golem said that Ravel sought to sunder Sigil, and that order punished her by placing her in a cage. He doesn't know where this cage is, though. Order punished her. We know that Lady of Pain is a person who punished, or at least that's a general talk, right? Lady of Pain is the one who punished Ravel, or like maced Ravel. So Lady of Pain is somehow order in this case. Find a door, know the key, and unlock the key. Would unlocking the key, like we know the key was maybe Kesai Seris or a piece of Ravel, which you know Kesai Seris is in a sense, and is unlocking the key, just getting her to like accept the reality that Ravel is her mother, and then getting her to give a piece of her, which in this case is a handkerchief stained with her blood. Would that qualify as unlocking the key? If that's the case, then we might have all the pieces. We just need to find the portal, which presumably can be in Foundry. But before that, I think something that I should really try to do is try to figure out the two other quests that's kind of tangled up in the brothel, which is uh, Vivian's Send and Marissa's Veil. And everyone has kind of redirected us towards Nenni, saying that she wanders around a lot and that she might have the relevant knowledge. But seems we had exhausted those two questions long ago when we talked to Nenny. So we'll have to look at the journal to kind of see what Nenny said last time. So let's search for Nenny and see what she said last time. One of the prostitutes suggested that I asked Nenny if she has seen Marissa's Crimson Veil. Okay, that's fine. Nenny told me that she saw a man sneaking out of Kimaxi Aratek's room, but never saw the man leave the brothel. If he was a thief, would he somehow still be here? I wonder if we can bring this up with Kimaxi about a man leaving her room. Nenny told me that she saw Kimaxi Aratek sneaking out of Marissa's chambers. Perhaps she took Marissa's Crimson Veil, or at least has some clue as to where it might be. Okay. So maybe Kimaxi took it out of Marissa's room, and then someone took it out of Kimaxi's room. I don't know. Nenny told me that she saw Marissa sneaking out of Vivian's chambers. Perhaps she took Vivian's scent, or at least has some clue as to where it might be found. Okay, so for Marissa, for Vivian, we can ask Marissa. We can kind of push Marissa to give a more direct answer, or we can confront Marissa with this information. So let's try that first. Let's head back into Marissa's room, which I think is this one, the dark one here, with the separation, so that she doesn't have to face anyone when she's changing, I guess. Okay, so let's talk to Marissa. Marissa's cold, cruel voice hisses from out of the darkness. It returns. You have a reason for coming this time, I trust, or just more of your pointless questions? More pointless questions, Marissa. Ask. Okay, I'm trying to find Vivian's and do you know where it might be? Doesn't give us an option to directly ask her that Nenny suggested that she saw her walking out of Marisa's room. So maybe it's under question 6. No, I have not a clue. What the hell? I feel like might have asked these questions long ago, and I might have lost track of the final point in the quest. Let's talk to Vivian. Add some questions. Marisa's Crimson Veil. Where know its location, I would settle a light and cast its remains in the deepest of pits. May that wretched thing never find her precious veil, and be confined to the chamber for the rest of her days. Vivian Harams. Another question. Nothing major here. Let's talk to Kimaxi. Okay, I guess she's here. There is a man standing right here. So this could be that person. Let's talk to Kimaxi first. See if there's an option to confront her about it. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? Okay, so there isn't a question to ask her directly, or I did ask it and didn't get anywhere. Let's talk to this brothel patron. This gentleman is unremarkable save in that he has a black eye, as if he had been struck in the face. Struck in the face. He bows slightly as you approach him. Greetings, sir. Greetings. I had some questions. He nods. Yes, go on. How did you get the black eye? What are you doing here? What can you tell me about this place? Vivian sent Marissa's Crimson Veil. Okay, so another line of questioning is that we can ask to the brothel patrons too, which is something we have ignored doing so far. So maybe that's our final, last hope of kind of progressing these quests. How did you get the black eye? He smirks. Oh, this a long story, sir. One would not be interested. One you would not be interested in. Oh no, you've got to tell us now. Yes, please, sir. Do tell. The man sighs, rolling his eyes. Very well, but I shan't be made to divulge the details. Despite my earlier remark upon the tail's length, I might sum it up in 2 words. Kimaxi at a time. Okay. Oh yes, I know her. The man sighs dreamily. Wonderful, is she not? He suddenly snaps to attention. But wait, do not take my utterance for affection. Good sir, I am engaged to wed, after all, a woman I well and truly love. Do not take my utterance for affection, good sir. I am engaged to wed, after all, a woman I well and truly love. But Kimaxi, she's so different to speak with. He smiles at you. Different? Yes. Okay, so Kimaxi beat him up as part of her insults. Maybe it became a bit too physical at this point. What can you tell me about this place? What citizen still knows not of brothel or slating intellectual laws? You must be new here indeed, sir. He sighs. Walk about, converse with the ladies. That is all there is to the brothel. If you're interested in the history of it all and some such, I'd advise you speak to Lady Grace about it. Okay. I'm trying to find Vivian's scent. Do you know where it might be? She lost her scent? How odd. I passed her only hours ago and she smelled quite nice. As she usually does, of course. In fact, I'm unsure if I've ever been around a woman with a more enticing fragrance. Actually, it's her personal scent that's been lost. It is indeed. I had no idea such a thing was possible. Well, I certainly hope she gets it back. Wow, this is not going anywhere. Interesting. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? No, I do not. I must confess, though, that Marissa frightens me somewhat. I fear that something terrible waits within her chambers, and that she is merely humoring me until she tears me apart. I, for one, will be glad when she has her veil, and will meet patrons outside of her darkened room once more. Hmm. Do you know anything about Ravel Puzzle Bell? All I know of Ravel are the common children's tales. That she's incredibly evil, and that she brought with the wrath of the Lady of Pain, and that she brought the wrath of Lady of Pain down upon herself and was banished forever. Okay. So we didn't get much from him. Let's talk to Gimaxi again. See if we can press her with the question about black, like beating this person up. Who are you? What are you doing here? None of these questions would actually make sense. Let's talk to this brothel patron. I had some questions. You said you're a patron here. What are you doing? Okay. I'm trying to find Vivian Sen. Do you know where it might be? No, I do not. Vivian has been on about for that some time though. She's most upset. I'd be most pleased to see return to her, for she speaks of little else these days. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Okay. The woman frowned sharply. Oh, I care not for that, Marissa. A most unpleasant disposition has she. As for that veil of hers, no, I know nothing of it. God damn it. We met with dead ends everywhere. Nenny seemed to have redirected us towards towards Kimaxi as well as Marisa. Both of them are not divulging any more information. So it's quite difficult. Another brothel patron. Let's talk to him. Vivian sends. No, I do not, and I fear were it right beneath my own nose, I would not realize it. I have nearly no sense of smell remaining, you see. He taps his nose. Sadly, I know, but sad. I know, but we all age. I'm told Vivian always gives off the most beautiful fragrance. I had another question. What about Crimson Veil? I know the veil of which you speak. Once or twice I've seen Marissa outside the brothel wearing her veil, but I do not know where it is now. God damn it, people. Can someone please? A serious looking man still appears to be trying to puzzle something out. As you draw near him, he pauses his train of thought and looks to you. Yes, I had some questions. Oh, I remember this person being stuck by some question that Dolora asked. And I think we have a couple of games that we can play with Dolora. I'm not sure if that'll result in any new information regarding Vivian and Marissa, though. Uh, we'll, we'll have to. We'll probably indulge those two games just to see what they are. I had some questions. Um, Yeah, what about Vivian scent? No, I haven't spoken to Vivian in some time. I was unaware that she had even lost it. A pity. She did always have the most astounding erotic fragrance about her. I'm trying to find Marissa's Crimson Veil. Do you know where it might be? Hmm. No, I do not. Anything else? Farewell. Let's talk to Dolora again because we have not exhausted our options with her. Um, actually, I had some questions. Vivian scent. I'll assume you mean her personal scent, which she alleges has been stolen from her by one of the prostitutes here. I do not know with whom it rests. You may wish to ask Nenny, however, as she sees much of what occurs here. Hmm. What about Marissa's crimson veil? Rolora shakes her head. I have not seen Marissa's veil since she last wore it outside her chambers. That was some time ago. She shuts her eye for a moment, then speaks again. Nenny sees much of what goes on here. You might do well to ask her if she has seen anything that might help you. Hmm. Okay. Let's back out. I think the games are presented only when we ask her how she might serve us. And just how might you serve me, Dolora? She blinks her eyes, then touches her hand to her heart, no bowing her head slightly. I'm able to debate any scholarly or academic matter quite professionally, if that is your wish. I'm also well versed in various games of strategy, should you wish to play something. So I have the materials of few such games here. Hmm. Debate, game, and questions. And also I was hoping for something of a more physical nature. Laura seems neither intrigued nor repulsed, but answers in the same flat tone. Then you are mistaken as to the purpose of this establishment. The brothel caters to the lusts of the cerebral sort and not those of the loins. In any case, I can assure you I would make a most unsatisfactory partner. Hmm. Why would you say that? So if you ask this, maybe she'll explain about her being a mechanical construct. That is simply my nature. Allow me to show you. She reaches out to touch your arm. Allow her to touch you. Rolora runs the back of her hand along your forearm. Her skin is smooth and dry, but cold like chilled iron. Touch sends a shiver down your spine and sets the hair on your arm on end. Do not trouble yourself to ask who or what I am, for I will only tell you that this is simply my nature. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Very well, you had mentioned debating. Rolara notes, that is correct. I am neither a Tom nor a tutor. I have no desire to educate my patrons. Should you have a matter to discuss, however, the 15 factions and their effects on Sicilian politics, the most effective battle stratagems for warring in Acheron, the meaning of existence itself, I would be most pleased to choose a counterpoint and engage you in a debate. Okay. Oh, is this. Wait, don't we have a patron here somewhere stumped about Dolora? And we talked to that patron earlier, right? So what did he say? Have like the worst short-term memory. To Yeah, we could ask him about the puzzle, I guess, but maybe that question is exhausted. already, so we can't ask anymore. Okay. Choose a topic. Let's see if we can best her. Okay, let's see. You choose a topic and begin. The debate lasts a long time as the two of you exchange points and counterpoints, each attempting to methodically undermine the other's position. As you speak, a strange feeling begins to come over you, a memory trying to surface. Allow the memory to surface. 5000 XP. Memory of a great hall begins to form in your mind. A vast place full of well-dressed elites. A formal ball was taking place. Uh, Ball or ball? I don't know how to pronounce it. The round spear thing, that's ball, right? Is the one here? It is supposed to be like a dance of sorts, I think. I don't know what exactly a ball means, but anyway, we know what it is. A formal ball was taking place. Before you was a small, impeccably dressed fellow who wore a golden medallion. It was emblazoned with a symbol you dimly recall as the sign of one. The two of you stood in a circle of onlookers who gathered to listen to your debate. Continue the memory. But that's impossible, the man was saying, looking perplexed. Oh, but it is, you recall yourself replying. I made several inarguable points and given you a number of examples. You simply don't exist. You simply don't exist. But you can't, were I to accept that out, continue the memory. You'd cease to exist. Yes, you'd cease to exist. And without a flash of light or puff of smoke, with no fanfare of any sort, the man was simply gone. Hmm. So we have argued someone out of existence. Not argued, debated, I guess. With facts and logic, we have undermined his existence to the point he just vanished without a trace. Continue the memory. The onlookers wooed and awed, some clapped. You remember giving a flourishing bow and walking away, a small satisfied smile upon your lips. You suddenly realize Dolora is watching you closely. Are you feeling well? We might finish our discussion at another time, should you like. This is also another horrifying scene. Not because of like any like gore or violence, but just because of how casually people accept that fact. I think that's where I felt the most uncomfortable in this game so far. Like there was an instance when Ignis like casually consumed his lover without any words, and they accept such a seizure to their existence with no emotion, right? It does not like it's a callousness towards death that kind of I don't know, it aggravates me a bit that people think of it so casually. Onlookers would and art some clap. In the context of like being in love, it makes sense. Like that's it's more of a thing that people are proud about, I guess. Like being so disinterested in one's own life and just getting subsumed into Ignis. But these onlookers, they're just getting entertained, and he just vanished in a puff of smoke. And I don't even know, like, Nameless One is walking away with a satisfied smile upon his lips, right? That's the most repulsive thing to imagine, to kind of make someone vanish. It could just be a magic trick, okay? So I'm just ranting about like a general aspect rather than this specific instance. This could just be a magic trick, maybe. Maybe down the line we'll see. But maybe it's just the unempathetic nature of Nameless One that's being shown upon here. But the onlookers are also equally bad, if not more so, for wooing and eyeing at that. You suddenly realize Laura is watching you closely. Are you feeling well? We might finish our discussion at another time. Should you like? No, let's continue the debate. As hard-pressed as you are to beat Dolora's infallible sense of logic, you eventually win out. She merely nods in approval. You are a more skilled debater. There is no denying. I do feel though that had I time to perform some research, you might not have bested me. Perhaps not. I would consider that an unfair advantage though. Is it though? We chose the topic, right? So we came prepared, we could say, unless we just came up with the topic randomly right now. Just graciously accept the compliment and move on. Dolora notes, if you would like, we can debate once more upon the same topic. I could argue your position this time, should you desire it? Wait, are you always so ruthless in a debate? So now she's Like she's so confident in her ability that she's going to argue the opposite position this time, our position. But that's like she we that's actually unfair towards us, right? Because we already showed her how to systematically break down her arguments, and we obviously support our original stance. That's why we presented it, right? Unless it was just a purely intellectual exercise. So I would say that it's mostly unfair towards us because she knows the winning strategy now, and we had to fight from the opposite side. I guess this choice would have come up even if she bested us. In that case, she would be graciously giving us a chance to redeem ourselves by taking the winning position and following her logic. But in the same sense, she could be so skilled that she would defeat us anyway, even in the opposite stance. So yeah, wait, are you always so ruthless? Not right now, thanks. Could you play a game though? Okay, let's ask this question. Wait, are you always so ruthless in a debate? Dollara notes. Mistress Grace introduced me to show no mercy. For another of her students always allows a patron to win after a lengthy debate. It was Mistress Grace's desire that I provide a different sort of experience for the clientele. Okay, let's see what Grace was playing here. I see. Could we play a game now? Of course. Is there anything particular you wish to play? No, I don't really remember any games. Actually, let me ask you some questions instead. No, right now. Long back, like long back, right? In the market in Hive, didn't we stumble into a game played by a few people? We didn't participate, so we don't even know a game. Maybe you could have suggested that game. I don't know if anything in the curiosity shop that's left would be useful as a game. But seems like we can't play a game with her. No, I don't really remember any game, so she's gonna suggest one now. Here then, allow me to show you one. Tolara brings out a thin lacquered box. I don't know what lacquered means. Let's check what lacquered means. LACQUERED. Coated lacquer. A black resinous substance obtained from certain trees and used as natural varnish. Okay, a hard glossy coating. It's a black glossy varnish. Which unfolds into a small board marked with a grid. The contents of the box provide to be a number of polished stone chips. Half of them black, half of them white. This game goes by many names. Shall I explain the rules to you? Yes, please. Rolora explains to you the rules of the game, how the chips are moved, how one bests one's opponent. It seems somehow faintly familiar to you. The rules are simple, yes, but a great deal of complexity lies within the game itself. It takes a great deal of time to master. Shall we play? Yes, let's play. As you play, you come to realize that you've done so before. You recall various ploys and strategies that have won you previous games, and employ every trick you know to beat her. Suddenly, a strange feeling comes over you, a memory trying to resurface. Okay, so it's not just a game and a debate. We are kind of peering into Nameless One's past with these two options. So we get a bit of XP as well as some exposition about his past. Allow the memory to resurface. Memories of a smoke filled field of battle begin to fill your mind. Atop a great hill overlooking the fighting you sat, mounted upon a massive four legged beast. The braying of horns carried your orders to the troops below. Continue the memory. Even as you watched, your forces divided, fleeing left and right as the foreign army fought its way up the hill to slay the enemy alone. You. Continue the memory. The fools, you had thought, lips curling in a wicked smile. My knights shall charge down the hillside and stop their advance in an instant. And at that very moment, my retreating footmen will fall in to crush their flanks. Ah, yet another victory is soon to be mine. You suddenly realize Laura is waiting for you, watching you intently. Are you feeling well? We might take up another day if you wish. You might take up the game another day if you wish. Now let's continue the game. So another thing that I'm realizing is the memories have been so varied at this point. We've had probably more memories than we can recall. I can recall in this playthrough, and they've been so varied and short to the point that it's almost like we've had a like other than having a very specific plot so far, we've had a lot of experience doing a lot of things in previous incarnations. It is not maybe a set path. We maybe explored the planescape quite a bit with our previous incarnations. doing a bunch of random things like debating and fighting as a warlord atop a beast. We seem like quite distinct from each other, right? So I think that uh, there's enough. There's been enough time, I guess. 300 years is a lot of time, right? So even though there's probably going to be very relevant plot points within these incarnations, there's been enough time for the rest of the incarnations to kind of wander around the plane and experience whatever else. So it's also a tool for them to kind of canvas anything out. Like they can write a short snippet like this and let it fill a part of Nameless One's history, right? And it won't be questioned too much. They can be a bit more, in a sense, they can be a bit more creative with their writing because the scenarios can be so varied within that 300-year time span, and because of the uh, because of how these incarnations kind of can wander around the plane, they have a lot more to work with. You can add a small snippet like this and it's fine in the context of the story. It's fine. Now let's continue the game. Dolora plays excellently, counteracting all but your most crafty moves, but eventually your feints and calculating maneuvers win over her well-crafted strategies. She nods approvingly as she begins to put the game away. You are a fine player, perhaps a master. I commend you for your skill. Thanks, but you always play so mercifully. Okay. Okay, so I guess this is a generic response, and yeah. It's the same response to both the questions. So she's a merciless person because Grace instructed her to be more inclined in that direction, because there's someone else who's always failing, intentionally failing to their patrons. I don't know who. I wonder who that would be. Who do you think that would be? Uh, who's the kindest among all of them? I don't know. Maybe it's Wes. I see you mentioned debating before. Let me ask you some other questions. Can you tell me about this place? Okay, so I think we might have exhausted everyone we can talk to. I don't know whom else to talk to. Let's just quickly run over the rest of the brothel patrons, and we'll see if they have anything new to add. Again, you annoy me with your presence. Had I wanted to speak to your particular sort of person, why? There's a whole ward of them east of here. Now let me be. Leave me be. I'll advise you to show some respect. Okay, we have spoken to this person before. He closed his eyes and exhaled slowly, as if to calm himself. If such an act is required to rid myself of you, then so be it. If you would be so kind, sir, I would most humbly ask that you leave my side and seek conversation elsewhere. Leave. Juliet. I don't think Juliet would be the person. Like half of them are like super concerned about their own personal life. Like Vivian, Marissa, Juliet, whom else? Laura was concerned, but we have kind of rectified our issue. So all of these people are quite concerned with their own lives to kind of be kind to someone else. Echo might be kind, but she couldn't talk earlier, right? Let's talk about Vivian's and Marissa's. Oh God, Nenny, could you just repeat what you told me earlier? Yes. So I think we'll leave the brothel for now. For these two quests, I might ask for some guidance somewhere, some very indirect guidance, just to maybe uh, tell us, the general vicinity of the solution, and maybe we'll try to figure it out. Because I really want to see where these two stories lead. They might be quite insightful about the nature, the real true nature of the prostitutes here. So I feel like we'll be missing uh, a resolution unless we finish off those quests. Hmm. What about you? You didn't say anything last time when I talked to you. Greetings, sir. The man turns to far from Grace, and greetings, Mrs. Grace. Rest assured, I'll keep the lady's sensory stones in order while you're away. The man turns back to you. If you'll excuse me, I'll have several things to attend to. Farewell. Okay, I think. What do you think we should do next? We can obviously try to go to Foundry and see if the portal door reacts. But before that, I have a bunch of stuff written down in my notes. Okay, let me actually fetch my notes to see the things that we should look at. Okay, so I've written down under visits. We should visit Deionarra, Pell, and the bank in case there's something there in the bank. By bank I mean the vault of the ninth world, which we've already done. We should also visit Deionarra, since we have experienced her memory in the private sensorium. We should visit Fell because we kind of have a bit more context. We don't have a context. We have a bunch more cryptic messages to work with. So maybe something Fell had said earlier might spike our might bridge some of the gap between those cryptic messages. Vivian sends Marisa's Veil. Silent King. Okay, we have something for Silent King and Mania's one, which is so far away, and I'm so uninvested in that story at the moment. Primarily because of the horrible, like the terrible environment there, right? It's such a yeah. The catacombs is not a nice place to be. There is a Dream Builder, for which we need the coffin pillow, which I presume will. I think yeah, I got a. It was made aware to me that we might probably get. We might see what a coffin pillow is soon enough uh, to do. Look at the journal to figure out more of what Nenny is saying. We've done that already. Hmm. We don't know what Nenny is saying. Hmm. Okay. Also, we can go back to Monday and see. I don't know if Monday will be back in Festal because we saw him disappear right in front of our eyes last time after we talked to him. But we'll visit Festal once more to see if Juliet had rushed back to him, realizing what a nice fellow he is. Maybe. Let's see. Wow, Juliet, did you? Where are you? Are you here? Let me talk to you once more before we return to Festal. Then I think we'll maybe visit Deionarra and Fell. Greetings. Come to ask questions with me, I take it? Yes. No, nothing. So let's head to Festal, and after that, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just peek into Foundry to see if the portal hall opens. Portal door opens. Portal opens, I guess. And then, yeah, depending on how that goes, we might go and visit Fell and Dainara, or we might just go in. I don't know. We'll just decide once we are there. But before that, let's just quickly look into because okay, wait, we could check our journal to see if there was a resolution, right? So we go here, go to quests, and we search for Juliet. Completed. Spice of Juliet's love life. Approach Montague and demand that he relinquish Juliet's love to me, thereby making a few waves in his relationship with her. Okay. Find Meram. Uh, find Meram. Get the ink for. Okay, this is a long quest from long ago. Prove Kessaceris that she is Ravel's daughter. Kessaceris finally realized that she was Ravel's daughter. She somehow spoke to her half fiendish father, as Kimaxi suggested, and learned the truth. Okay, I should add one more thing to my notes for visiting. We also have to visit Requint because we have kind of removed his curse, right? So it'll be nice to see what he's doing now. So Requint. Uh, regain Echo's ability. I was able to return Echo's ability to speak to her. Ability to speak to her through the use of a Fiend's Tongue and some Deva's Tears. Okay, alright. Let's go to assigned ones. Trissa's Loan, we can't complete it. This is kind of locked for us because we killed off someone named Darian or something, who was supposed to receive whom we were supposed to talk to. Find and return Vivian's personal scent, Marisa's Crimson Veil. Discover the weakness of the Silent King for Mania's one. Sell a companion into slavery. Complete Dream Builder. Bring a coffin pillow to Sander. Find the night hag Ravel. Alright. So I think we'll quickly look around this hall to see if Montague is still here.
I'm gone.
Good as done.
Endure. Your will be done.
Oh, that's Montague. No, that's just a sensei. That's just a normal sensei. Come on, people.
Done.
Oh, is that Montague? No.
Yeah, good as done.
I hear your words. I shall serve.
That's Jumble Madrasans. Yeah, I don't think Monday walks around this far. I think he's just sticking around. He just sticks around here. So I guess that Juliet's quest is kind of complete. We don't have to do anything more. We have spiced up their love life, and that's it for now. So let's return to Foundry.
Done.
Uh, Foundry is in lower what? Ravel. Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I don't remember if there were any NPCs worth talking to here. There are a few here, right? Korur, Kina. I don't really remember what their deal was. Warten. Sebastian smiles at you. Good day, Cutter. How may I help you? Never mind, Sebastian Farrell. Okay. It's nothing more from Sebastian.
All right.
This door is locked. You'll need a key. Good day, sir. May I help you with something? Wow. We are stuck now, I think. I'm afraid that his secrets are even from our valued faction members, unless you are involved in the project itself, or unless you have received authorization from the higher ups, we can't allow him. That's probably talking about this door. Let's get out of this dialogue and let's use the Godsman token. Oh, we already have it equipped, so it's not like it's expendable. No, it's not. Not expendable. It's not the right word. It's not that it will be. It's not one-time use. You can just equip it and it'll be there. I thought maybe it disappeared after we opened that last door. Seemingly not the case. Let's talk to Keldor and maybe even talk to Sandos up above. Healing items. Oh, he doesn't have any more options, any more dialogue options. He's just a vendor at this point. Let's talk to the man we saved.
I'm gone.
Sandos, you have anything for me? I owe you my life, stranger. I won't forget it. But right now I have some thinking to do. I hope you'll forgive me if you're not talking. Okay, so this is a we are at an impasse because I don't know. I thought maybe this was the right way to go. We'll have to. Oh wait, Ravel did mention. Okay, Ravel did mention very explicitly that we can return to her. So that's what we should do. Okay, let the old hag guide us. She's probably done some horrific
Done.
things. At least we'll just go back and pester her for every single clue, just as a compensation. But she probably enjoys it though.
Done.
I wonder what kind of a life she's living right now. She's in the maze for probably hundreds of years now, right? So, what her daily life is like,
I'm gone.
I think that'll be quite interesting to kind of think about what she does every day. We should return to the Alley of
Right.
Lingering Sighs at some point. There was a very curious incident that happened there, right? The city itself kind of divided. We kind of pried back some nails and planks that some of the dabbers had uh, stuck in some of the buildings in the alley,
All right.
and we allowed it to kind of birth. So we didn't return to that place after that. So let's talk to. Okay, she should be in private sensorium.
All right.
Music is probably too a bit too low, right? Let me just slightly bump it up slightly. Begin the sensation. Close your eyes. Try and get your bearings. Ravel, I have returned. There is silence. Ravel, it is I again. Ah, my precious man. There is a slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely, you can see. With your one eye and only one eye. You lie in the grey hut upon a dirty floor where blood from your bright red blood, where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Look up. As you looked up through your bloody blood vision, you see a horrid bluish grey face. Ravel is pleased. I was if the messenger would make it. For weak he was when his bits were placed upon my plate. Okay, we've read this. Ravel, I have many questions. Not only no, only time for answers does Ravel have. And she has no time waste. Okay, we have return. I will give what help I can. Ravel gives a final smile. A horrible yellow fang grin. I misclicked earlier, okay? I was going to try to go further. But in the end, only one question remains. What do you mean, Ravel? Though only one question. This I ask. What can change the nature of a man? Feel yourself burn. Your vision clears. Okay. Let's talk once more. Begin sensation. Close your eyes. Try and get your bearings. Listen. Now, Wasimi, you did. Spoke, you did. And poorly. So the price you paid. Nod if you hear me, or I'll another bit I shall take. Okay, we nod. Ravel decide. Look up. Ravel. Okay. I'm beyond knowing. In a lady's place. Now and listen to Ravel. For there is much issue you must do. To find me, three things must you do. Find the door, know the door, unlock the key. Unlock the key. Knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing it and unlocking it, two tasks that must be joined. For a times, a thing knows not its nature. But you're no stranger to that. So for a times, a thing knows not its nature, right? So Kesai didn't know her nature, or at least didn't accept her nature till we made it clear to her by forcing her to call her father and get the truth out of him. So I think maybe we did unlock the key. What door do you speak of? The door is not a finished thing, at least. At least when I gazed upon it. The door is not a finished thing, at least when I gazed upon it. But in passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me. Okay, we can try to visit the not the forge. What's the thing near it? The siege tower. Within the siege tower, there is a metal creature forging something, right? There is sort of a forge there and some steel, I guess. And it did randomly appear here long ago when somebody tried to invade this plane, right? Entropy tried to invade this plane. And we know that he works for the Cox metal creature works for Entropy, and we know that Lady of Pain has been denoted as Order, chaining Entropy, right? Order has been trying to chain Entropy. I don't think I don't know if Cox Metal. I don't remember if Cox Metal talked about Ravel specifically. We probably had an option to talk about Ravel, I think. Maybe Ravel is the entropy that he spoke of, and Lady is the order who imprisoned Ravel, the entropy, and contextual evidence that it could be in the siege of tower, siege tower. Sorry, not siege of tower. Farewell, Ravel. Let the experience go. Try and shake off. Let's search for Cox metal. I don't know whether to wait. This is not the Cox metal I was looking for. Metal. Oh, come on. Siege tower. Every time I type the spelling for siege, the first one is always going to be the wrong one, no matter how hard I try to figure out which one is the correct one. So it should be siege. I found a way into the siege tower. Within the tower is an iron golem, almost size of the tower itself. It seems to be forging weapons using a furnace within the tower. There is a furnace there. There should be steel there. The golem within the siege tower claims that the multiverse itself is his enemy, and that is why he labors on the forge. He seeks to make weapons by which the multiverse may be unmade. Apparently, Siege Tower has the power to breach the wall between planes, acting as a real Siege Tower would, only in an extra-dimensional sense. An invading legion readies itself on one side of the planar wall, waits for the Siege Tower to lower its bridge, and pierce a hole in the target plane. Then they stream into the new plane through the Siege Tower itself. The Siege Tower becomes a crude door by which a plane may be victimized by an invading army. I wonder what damage the tower is doing to the planes themselves by punching all these holes in the multiverse. Okay. Let's try heading to. Oh, here is Quell. Such a grumpy old man Quell is.
Done.
So we are heading towards the siege tower this time. Old poet. Okay, let's go into the tower. He has stopped this animation. I don't know why. And I don't even know what's going on with this arm. Did he lose his arm? Or is he just bent inwards like this?
Done.
I'm not really sure. The gigantic iron golem is still working at its forge. Sparks, ash, and hissing clouds of steam rise up from beneath the walkway. I had some questions for you. What are you? What is this place? What are you doing? What do you make weapons? Have you heard of a night hag named Ravel? The night hag sought to sunder the city. Her greatest works were those of unmaking. She walked the path of entropy. Okay, he walked the path of entropy. Do you know what happened to her? Orders had chains about her. She was cast within a cage. Oh god, he explicitly mentioned this. That's such terrible memory. Do you know where this cage is? That person is unknown to me. Okay. Can I kind of stand here and expect something to open? Please. Something, somewhere. Inside the siege tower. I'm desperate, game. Give me something here. You want me to equip the handkerchief right in my arm? Okay. How about this? Oh god. Okay, maybe we should. Oh, oh, this is the way out. What am I thinking?
Done.
Let's go to the foundry. I don't know if I don't even remember if I equipped the handkerchief in my hand. Okay, I just assumed that just having it within our inventory would be maybe sufficient. Because the trash worked like that, right? If you want to go to buried village, we need to use trash. Even though now fast travel is available, so I don't think it's a big deal. But earlier, I think we had to have trash within our body, but not within our arms, within our like, quick items. Come on, open up now. Oh God.
I'm gone.
Maybe we'll just rub it on them.
I'm gone.
What do you want from me? I have to recollect my thoughts and come back to this later. Maybe even ask a hint or two. But for now, I think we'll just visit Deionarra and Fell. I don't think it's worth it like this late at night for me to try to figure out how the key works.
All right.
It's late. I have a headache after a full day of work, so It's probably best to keep it chill now rather than getting frustrated at the game. Let's revisit our favorite areas. So, where should we go first? Let's go visit Requin first. Okay. We are right in the market.
All right.
We can even play the little game here from Gaoha. But let's talk to Requin. You governor a story. Okay, mate. I fixed your curse. How are you feeling now? You see Requin, his eyes have reverted to their normal size and he's no longer assaulted by the twitching spasms you noticed before. He's smiling and he looks considerably cleaner than before. As clean as one can be in Hive, I guess. Greetings, Requin. I had some questions for you. He looks at you amazed. It stopped. It all stopped just like that. He snaps his finger and then looks down at himself. Powers above, he laughs. I feel clean again. Good to hear it. Chamber didn't want to remove the curse, but I got it out of him. 5,000. I thank you, sir. He looks flustered. I have nothing to pay you with, but you are in my good graces. He shrugs. For whatever that's worth. For whatever that's worth. He frowns and stands straight. I'll tell the story of a kindness to all who listen. Actually, do you have any stories you haven't told me already? That could be payment enough. Yeah, maybe something about where we can open a portal to Ravel's maze. Of course. Requin looks around, though I've had enough of telling tales for a while. Do you have something I could write them in? I have a journal here.
My journal.
Requin takes the journal. He scribbles for a while, then hands it back to you. There you are. Thanks, Requin. Hey, if you would never use that name again, I, among others, would be thankful. Very well. What should I call you? My name is. He suddenly catches himself and smiles. No, perhaps I shall keep that to myself this time. He nods respectfully to you. Thank you again, good sir. I don't remember if his tale. I mean, he obviously had a tale about a nameless, like the value of being nameless. I think it was this person who had a tale about the value of remaining nameless. I don't know if that tale pertained to himself though. His tale was separate, I think, but yeah, he caught himself this time before mentioning his name. Yes, iron nails. Uh, Iron nails written as iron nails, I guess. Because that's an appropriate name. Meram Davos. Okay, so we met Greek, not Greek Quint, Requint. What's a Greek Quint? Let's go back to where else? Fell or Deionarra? I think Fell is a heavier conversation, which is the more cryptic conversation. It will just tax my brain more. So let's just talk to Deionarra. I don't think she's going to hurt our brain. She's going to be straightforward with us. I couldn't hear that. God damn it. I wish they would pop up a dialogue text when our party members talk. How do we get in though? We know that there's a person here. Important room here. I think this is the one. This is how we can get into the mortuary. Alright. Pox, I want in. You see Pox hunched by the mortuary gate. She doesn't seem to have moved since last time you spoke. Pox, I have some more questions for you. Hi. How did you get a name like Pox? What are you doing? Can you smuggle me into the mortuary? Hi, only Deader or Dustmen go in the gate, they do. You want Pox to make you Deader again? Again? How about I pretend to be dead instead? Could you smuggle me in like that? Let Pox see you play Deader. You play Deader good? Pox get you in. Hi. Pretend to be dead. Oh, we got a little experience. 500. Pox watches your performance without a sound. When you get back up, he speaks. Hi, Pox, tell you. You want to be sold now? No. Before that, let me ask you why you were called Pox. Mother and father named me. Wished the Pox on firstborn. A curse given. Came true, it did. Hi. Again, your eyes are drawn to the purplish green rash covering the Pox's chin and neck. Oh, I had some more questions. What are you doing? Waiting for deaders, do I? Hi. Deaders? Corpses? Why? Find a deader, take him through the gate, get some jing. Then again, I wait. Hi. Wow. Do many people die right in front of this gate right here? So you seem to not be moving. Is the front gate the only way inside mortuary? Hi, only Deader or Dustmen go in the gate, Edu. You want pokes? Make you Deader again? Let's pretend to be dead. Yes. Okay, we are in the second floor with a bunch of party members. Maybe I didn't think this through. Everyone's here with us. So, let's see. Which is the easiest way down? This is the way up. This is the way down.
All right.
I hope none of these zombies aggro though. I don't think they do. Do you think we should sneak in and talk to Dal? Let's give that a try, okay? Let's talk to Dal. Oh, sorry. Irene. Oh, he's here. This book is huge. It must contain thousands of names. Hello, Dal. Dal glances up as you approach. So you've returned. Dal takes a rasping breath, then breaks into a violent coughing spell. Greetings again, restless one. Had some questions for you, Dal? Okay, we don't really. As you turn to leave, Dal speaks. Know this. I do not envy you, restless one. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I could not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point, your path will return you here. Dal coughs, the sound rattling in his throat. It's a way of things, flesh and bone. Perhaps we might meet again if that's the case. Come on, let's head down. Was Deionarra in first floor or second floor? This is second floor, right? Sorry, was she in first floor or in the ground floor?
I'm gone.
We have to be kind of careful. We have so many people with us, and I know that anyone other than zombie would recognize us. Let's see. This is the place. Rather elegant look. Is this the place? I think this is the place. Let's head here. We might be caught while we make our way there. Maybe no. All right. Deionarra is here.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Oh my god, her voice is painful. I have some question. Once again, Deionarra materializes. This time, her face is filled with desperation, and her arms are outstretched as if she is raising. I want to hear this music though. Not yet, farewell, because I can see.
Wait for you in death's halls, my love.
Wow, her voice is echoing. She smiles, but there is only a sadness in it. She closes her eyes, and with an ethereal whisper, she fades. Let me bump up the music. Sorry that we are doing this. Okay, Deionarra, you can come back again. Okay.
My love.
Once again, Deionarra material
Return to
says.
me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Oh my god. That voice is so captivating. What is it you wish to know? Who are you? Can you tell me who I am? What was that vision you spoke of before?
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time.
Did she have this oracle-like ability? I'm not sure. Wait for her to continue.
You shall meet enemies three, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
We'll meet three enemies. Shades of evil, good, and neutrality. Okay. I don't know if it's safe to assume that maybe Ravel is a shade of evil, and I don't know what Lady of Pain is. Lady of Pain is maybe neutrality. She's an indifferent person, right? I mean, we barely know her. I don't think we even know her in this playthrough. We've heard stories of her. We have never met her. And of good, I don't know if there's a character she can be characterized as good, a prominent character whom we have met. You shall meet enemies three, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good and neutrality, given life and twisted by the law of planes. We know that Ravel is kind of a chaotic person, somebody with a chaotic alignment. We don't know. We kind of guess that's the case because she is entropy. Of good, I don't know. Like we have no idea. Maybe Lady of Pain is supposed to be good. Maybe. Wait for her to continue.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal no longer.
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where shadows themselves have gone mad. We don't know what shadows are. Shadows are shades are. They're like remnants of people who have died, right? So there's a prison somewhere filled with regrets and sorrow where these shadows should be. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive and be immortal no longer. But this is like a conflicting thing for me because I feel like uh, what keeps us alive, what keeps us immortal is the fact that our mortality had been stolen from us by Ravel. At least that's what Lothar has proposed, right? Or like there have been hints here and there saying that we have a part of our soul is missing, the part that gives us mortality is missing, and that's presumably been stolen away by Ravel. Maybe trying to get an answer out of like maybe trying to get us to figure out the answer for the question what changes the nature of man. So there, it's something that has been stolen away from us that keeps us immortal. But here it says that we have to lay to rest something, we have to destroy something that keeps us alive and immortal. That keeps us alive and be immortal no longer. Destroy what keeps me alive.
I know that you must die while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond into the lands of the dead.
You must find that which was taken from you. I guess that is mortality and travel beyond into the lands of dead. Die while I still can. I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. Oh, this is Deionarra again. Sorry, for a second I thought Nameless one was speaking. I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it's a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall be truly doomed. You shall truly be doomed. Countless deaths. How long has this been going on? I don't know. I do not truly know, except that that's gone on long enough. I had some other questions. Can you tell me who I am? Who are you? Who am I? You are the one, both blessed and cursed, my love, and you are the one who is never far away from my thoughts and heart. Blessed and cursed? What do you mean? The nature of your curse should be apparent, my love. Look at you. She points at you. Death rejects you. Your memories have abandoned you. Do you not pause? Do you not pause and wonder why? I'm still trying to get my bearings, actually. Can you tell me more about myself? Myself. Sorry, I don't know why I said myself. It's just a slang of these people. It's kind of seeping in. I know that once you claimed you loved me and that you would love me until death claimed us both. I believed that, never knowing the truth of who you were or what you were. Who you were or what you were. What am I? We have spoken only nature before. Deionarra's face takes on a distant expression. We shall not do so again. Okay. uh, you claim to know me, yet you seem to know very little about me. That is of any substance. Farewell, Deionarra. Oh, that's a cruel answer. All right, I had some other questions. Can you tell me who I am? Who are you? The spirit makes a begging motion with her hands. How can it be that the thieves of minds continue to steal my name from your memory? How can it be the thieves of the mind? Thieves of the mind continue to steal my name from your memory. So even a previous incarnation of our ourselves was obsessed that somebody was stealing our body, and we are not just reincarnating. There's something else going on. And this thieves of mind phrase kind of brings that to the surface of my memory. Do you not remember me? Remember me, my love. The ghost stretches out her arms. Think. The voice becomes desperate again. The name Deionarra must evoke some memory within you. Yes, yes, the name does sound familiar. This is not lie anymore because we know we've seen like we've kind of regained some of our memories about her, right? Yes, she sees hopeful. What memories does my name invoke? Your name invokes passionate thoughts, though their content is unclear. Perhaps if you were to tell me more. I'm not certain, but I do feel stirrings of. I want to kind of say this just to kind of put her at ease. Oh, at last, the fates show mercy. Even death cannot chase me from your mind, my love. Do you not see? Your memory shall return. Tell me how I can help you. Do you know who I am? Can you tell me where I am? Hmm. Those are the only questions I'll. So, asking about her kind of redirects us back to these two questions. Can you tell me where I am? Where are you? Why are you here? Where are you? Where are you? Why? You are here with me, my love. As in the time when life was something both of us shared. Now it's the eternal boundary that separates us. Eternal boundary? Deionarra sounds saddened. It's a barrier I fear you shall never cross, my love. It's a barrier between your life and what remains of mine. Okay. Nothing now, Deionarra, though I shall return
I
later.
shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
She smiles, but there is only sadness in it. She closes her eyes and with an ethereal whisper she fades. In death's halls. So apparently if we pass the eternal boundary, maybe this is the hall where we reach, just out of the eternal boundary. And maybe she's waiting there. Maybe at the end of the game we can finally choose to kind of die and reach her. There should be a portal here. Can you open that for me? Okay.
I'm gone.
Oops.
Done.
This is Angyar's home, right? Small dwelling. Okay,
All right.
let's do our final visit of the day. We kind of made no progress. I'll have to review my journal. Like before recording, I'll probably review my journal and kind of recollect my thoughts. Maybe even get some
All right.
guidance from some of my friends to see if there's something obvious that I'm missing. Uh, yeah, because I don't know where the like how to progress the main quest anymore. So we'll see. So this is the part of the hive where the tattoo parlor is.
Done.
We should also talk to the person here, mourns for trees, see if he has anything more to say. Oh wow, look at this. See, we should have been more diligent with this. We should have visited him more often, I think. I didn't like I knew that I thought that sometime we give me a second, let me reduce the music volume again. So I kind of presumed that whenever we met someone, like not a party member, but just regular NPCs, we may have an option to bring up and talk about trees, so that they could water the trees and take care of them for monster trees. But it seems like that's not the case. It's just our party members whom we can ask to help. Monster tree smiles widely upon seeing you. Ah, my friend, you've returned. Something you wished of me? I want to ask Anna. No, I want to ask Anna to help you. I want to ask Ignis to help you. I want to ask Paul from Grace, Dakon. Okay, I guess we already got a hint long ago when we asked Mort to help him. So we could have done that with any party member, I guess. And if we get our party member to trust us, that's when maybe they'll be convinced enough to help Monstrum trees. Or maybe it'll only happen after. It'll happen regardless, even if you don't like complete the little quest. Because it seems like for Dakon, Mort, yeah, for Dakon and Mort, we have kind of completed their quests. Even though for Mort, we have already asked him to help more for trees like long ago. So it's probably not dependent like that. Okay. No, I want to ask Anna to help you. What? You can't be serious now. I am Anna. I'd be grateful if you could just see to them that see to give them a fair thought or two as a favor to me, if for no other reason. So we didn't have that conversation with Mont from Trees. But just for context, he really wants people to take care of the trees here because he's been seeing them kind of wither away and die within Sigil. And he believes that if enough people commit to the cause, just just belief itself is enough in Sigil and in Plains to bring about a change. So if we ask just our party members to kind of commit to that idea, then we can uh, get them to sorry. give me a sec. Okay, what? You can't be serious now? I am, Anna. I'd be grateful if you could just see to give them a fair thought or two as a favor to me. Fair thought, give them a fair thought or two. So thought would just be enough as a favor to me for no other reason. Her smirk at last gives way to a smile. Ah, the matter with it. If you're so sodding caught up in it all, why not? Sure, I'll care about your trees, Cutter. But you owe me for me time, you do. Thanks, Ignis. Thanks. Ignis? Okay, not thanks, Ignis. Thanks. Ignis? Ignis slowly turns to meet your gaze. Yes. Never mind, it was a bad idea. I had some questions, Mons. Uh, okay, so I guess either we have to kind of make Ignis trust us more, or we have to, I don't know. Maybe we can never get Ignis to care for trees. Never mind. Let's talk to him again. No, I want to ask Val from Grace to help you. Certainly, I think this is an excellent idea. Okay, Grace is like, yeah, immediately up for this. Thanks. Dacon, could you help this man? One finds your request most intriguing. Trees in the hive, like cities in limbo. Like cities in limbo. Sorry, like cities in limbo. They would stand as a testament to the will of the people, not to bow to that which would surround and devour them, to take what has been thrust upon them or left behind and make good of it. I, I too will care for these trees. Thanks. All right. Change in the trees yet? Yes, friend, there has been. It's so slight you can barely see it, but look, fresh sap from the trunk and a handful of new buds. It's only a matter of time. Now, I thank you again for giving me hope once more. My pleasure. I had some questions. Okay. So I think we'll talk to Fell in the next episode. And when we come back, I think we'll talk to Mons for trees again, to see if the rest of the party members had any impact on him. And yeah, I think that's where we'll stop today. And probably I'll try to figure out a way to progress the main quest, or at least get a general direction on where to where to look for. Yeah.